freedom, freedom over fame, freedom over cycle stays the same.
Welcome. First of all, welcome. This is Unsolicited Perspectives, and I'm your host, Bruce Anthony. Thank you for listening and watching wherever you get your podcasts and video podcasts. Subscribe, share, like, comment, and rate us. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch at unsolicited_perspectives. You can find us on Twitter and TikTok at unsolicited_PER. Watch us live. Now, watch us live every Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch and YouTube. Our audience continues to grow with each and every episode, and I humbly thank you.
On today's episode, we're doing a little bit of dilly-dallying like we always do. Then we're going to be talking about a woman that got hit in the face with a brick and aliens in Mexico. But first things first. Hey there, podcast listeners. It's Bruce Anthony here, and welcome to another episode of Unsolicited Perspectives. Today, I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind lately, the importance of staying hydrated and taking care of ourselves. Whether it's prioritizing our health and wellness, or gearing up for festival seasons, or just gearing up for whatever season or time of year, there's one brand that's been my go-to for all things hydration, Liquid IV. Speaking of health and wellness, let's dive into how Liquid IV can fuel your well-being. Imagine starting your day off right, feeling refreshed and energized. Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier is the missing piece in your daily routine. With just one stick, you get 5 essential vitamins and 2 times faster hydration than water alone. It's perfect for those early mornings, pre-workout boosts, moments when you're just feeling run down, or even after a late night or long flights. I absolutely love how convenient Liquid IV is. The packaging makes it easy to bring with me wherever I go. And let me tell you, it's become vital daily part of my routine. The flavors, let me tell you something, they're incredible. From refreshing sea berry and strawberry lemonade to classics like lemon lime and watermelon, there's a flavor for every preference. It's like a burst of hydration with a hint of deliciousness. Picture this. 1 stick of Liquid IV mixed in 16 ounces of water, hydrating you 2 times faster and more efficient than water alone. And with 12 mouth-watering flavors, you'll never get bored with your hydration routine. Plus, Liquid IV is packed with 5 essential vitamins: B3, B5, B6, B12, and of course, vitamin C. It's also made with premium ingredients, non-GMO, free of gluten, dairy, and soy. This is hydration at its finest. But it doesn't stop there. Liquid IV believes that access to clean and abundant water is the foundation of a healthier world. That's why they partner with leading organizations, finding innovative solutions to help communities protect both their water and their futures. It's incredible to know that Liquid IV has already donated over 39 million servings in 50 plus countries around the world. They truly walk the talk. Get 20% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code UNSOLICITED at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code UNSOLICITED at liquidiv.com. Remember, folks, taking care of ourselves should always be a priority. So why wait? Head over to liquidiv.com, pick your favorite flavors, and experience hydration like never before. Stay refreshed, stay hydrated, and keep rocking those unsolicited perspectives. What up, sis?
What up, brother?
I can't call it. You know what today is, though, right?
No, Thursday.
What? Yes, it's Thursday, but everybody's listening to this on Friday or after.
Yeah.
This is the 75th episode.
Is it?
Yes, it's the 75th.
That is news to me.
It's the 75th episode.
So the 100th actually will come up sooner than we thought, maybe?
No, it's going to come up exactly when I thought. The end of November, beginning of December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you got to think of it. It's 25 episodes, and it's like 2 episodes a week. So that's
crazy.
12 weeks.
75 episodes. That's crazy.
75 episodes of Unsolicited Perspective. Countless number of episodes of After Hours Uncensored and Talking Straight-ish. Once again, you can catch that on our Patreon page at patreon.com /unsolicited perspectives. And yes, we were gone. We were on a little bit of a hiatus. We took a little bit of vacation, but we back at it.
We deserve a break.
Yeah, we deserve a break every now and then. And
Can
you
we
know what?
live?
You know what? We don't want to talk about everything.
Right.
Sometimes y'all want us to talk about everything. Y'all be sending suggestions. Talk about this. I was like, okay, I guess we could talk about this on the Daily Dialing part, but this ain't a whole
Right.
segment. How the hell are we going to talk about this for 15 minutes? We can.
We can.
We have.
Because we have ADD. So we can fill the time. Like, that's possible. We can
ADHD?
go. ADHD. Well, see, I don't have the H. That's the... So it's all of the I can't get nothing done, I can't focus, or I'm hyper focused but never on the right thing. Plus, I'm sleepy as hell all the time. So I don't have the hyperactivity. I wish I did. I wish I was hyperactive.
I don't think I have any of that.
Oh, well, I got my diagnosis.
Yeah.
It came back pretty quick, faster than a COVID test. And it came back quick. Girlfriend, you got ADD. I said, I know it.
I know it.
I know it.
Nah, I'm tired today, but I'm only tired because I was up late doing the interview. And what interview was I doing?
You got the interview finally?
I got the interview.
The reason for this entire show, ladies and gentlemen, 75 episodes later, you got. When does that drop?
It'll drop. Well, it's 2 parts because we spoke for an hour and a half. So I'm gonna break them down into 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one will drop Tuesday. What's that date? September.
Who knows?
I don't know. September what?
I don't know what today's
19th.
date is.
It'll the first part will drop
19th.
September 19th, and the second part will drop a week later on September 26th. It's an interview with Miss Marilyn, not Monroe. It's the woman that started this whole thing. Started this whole thing is I'm giving her credit for the fact that I had been talking about this for over 10 years.
That you wanted to interview her.
Yes.
Is what was the catalyst for you actually launching the show that you've been talking about for the last decade.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got the interview and she was very kind and sweet with her time and very appreciative. And I gave her flowers for putting that battery in my back. Because had she not said, yeah, I'll do the interview a year ago, literally it was a year ago. Had she not said that, I probably would not be on the air right now. So for all y'all people out there, when y'all
Thursdays would be free.
You know what? Your Thursdays,
I love it.
Your Thursdays would be free if you weren't so damn good at this job. If you sucked and you didn't have fans, then I wouldn't have you on anymore. But that
really still is like crazy to me.
Let me tell you something.
That people actually want to hear what I'm talking about. Who cares? I am so
people
lame.
No,
but people do. Like for some reason.
Let me post an episode on Friday and it not be the Sibling Happy Hour. See, here we go already.
Here we go. Yeah. I'm extremely popular and I don't know what to tell you.
I bet you there ain't nobody but mom.
No, it's actually a friend of mine trying to FaceTime me for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Let me post a Sibling Happy Hour. Let me post an episode on Friday and it not be a Sibling Happy Hour. I did that once. I ain't doing that ever again.
What happened?
It was just like, is your sister not on the show anymore? I was like, well, damn, I thought I did a good show. Okay, I'll make sure she on this. And do you want to give a confession about the last Sibling Happy Hour?
That I was high? I mean, I don't think that's listen, that's not news. I think to anyone who listened, it was probably pretty clear. I didn't mean for that to happen. But it happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last episode of the Sibling Happy Hour, my sister was high. And she did not tell me this until after we finished filming the episode. And
because truly, I didn't realize until after we finished filming that episode. And I was just like, I wonder if that was okay.
No. There were so many times. There were so many times. So for y'all that listen, we do this remotely. So there's
Yeah.
there's not a synchronization in our dialogue because we're looking at each other remotely. And if my
Mhm.
sister has jacked up internet, then she
Which I
can't
don't.
even
Which I don't.
okay. If she has jacked up energy,
And my
internet.
energy is jacked up. It's not just the internet. I had jacked up energy. Now that was a Freudian slip, and I feel like there was some truth in what just was said just now. I just want everybody to know that he just said I had jacked up energy.
Well, you did the last episode because there was times I was looking at you. It was like, ain't you gonna say some shit up there this whole damn episode? I was like, come on. If y'all watch it on YouTube, you can see me look at it and be like, yo, you gonna say something? And there'll be a pause.
I truly thought you would continue talking, and so I didn't know that it was my turn. But again, there's a lag time in my brain
Yeah.
when that so hey, sorry. There was a one time where I drank, and the one time
Well,
where
the
I
one
got
time when you
hot.
drank was cool.
No, I was a mess. I was a mess that episode.
Oh well.
Remember when I put a lot of alcohol in a very large drink? Yeah.
I thought it was funny though. I don't know. I haven't listened to it. I would have to go back and listen to it. But I think if I went back and listened to it, I'd be so agitated about the sound quality.
Yeah.
Because that's when we experiment with different mics and different softwares.
And we were really trying to get this thing going. Yeah, don't listen to those early episodes. Even though you know what? Those early episodes are good.
They good. I don't even remember what we was talking about. We didn't have
I just remember one episode we were talking about Michael Jackson, and I was trying to get you to guess my favorite Michael Jackson song.
Yeah,
it is not Smooth Criminal. It is not Smooth Criminal.
Speed
How
Demon.
did you? Yes, thank you.
I was talking about. I titled it. I titled the episode "Speed Demon." I thought I did Smooth Criminal, but it was Speed Demon.
No, yeah. But honestly, I have a terrible memory. ADHD, so I don't remember what the early shows were.
There is no
about.
H. Remember, there is no H.
Oh yeah, but just everybody gets what I'm saying when I say that.
Maybe some people are not on social media like you are. You on social media,
but they listen to podcasts. That don't make no sense. And also, I'm not on social media a lot.
Podcasts aren't social media.
It's an app.
Not all apps are social media.
It's an app.
No, social media is social media. The podcast isn't social.
Can I say, and I'm going on a tangent.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
I'm upset.
Okay. All right, what you upset about?
Because I have waited now officially 9 minutes and 17 seconds. And you have not said anything about the fact that I have new glasses on.
Well, Jay, I don't know that you have new glasses on.
Yeah, you didn't notice. You didn't notice. And
I think you always wear glasses.
This speaks to a larger problem of you just not paying attention to me enough. I bet that in the first, anybody watching will probably be like, oh, where are her other glasses with the chain on them and everything? Well, I lost them.
All right.
I lost them because I have ADHD.
All right. Let's be clear. Mm-hmm. I'm okay. So I'm looking at you, and I didn't notice there wasn't a chain because you have the cord dangling. So I'm looking at that, and that kind of looks like you still had a chain.
I don't have the chain.
And other than that, from glasses, it's like to me, it doesn't seem like they're a different shape.
Yep, completely different shape, completely different glasses.
I knew you had a new hairdo. I made a comment about that as soon as you got on here.
I said, "This is the Nancy Reagan." I said, "Give me the DARE program. Give me." And it was like, I got you.
Give me the DARE program. Give me the just say no.
Give me the just say no. But yeah, I put a chain on my glasses in order to not lose them because I lost them constantly and I lost them. So I have new glasses.
How the hell you?
I don't know where they are.
You better, well, you got new glasses. Well, they look good.
Well, thank you. I mean, I was waited damn near 10 minutes. And
I don't think that's fair because I said something about your hair.
Yeah.
All right. And I gave you a
said
comment
something
about
the first lady of the church cut I got.
Yeah.
going
You
on?
didn't make you haven't made no comments about the fact that I got new headphones and Ben had new headphones.
I already knew you had new headphones.
Yeah, I know.
Aren't
Because
those the same headphones I have?
Similar, yes. That's
Yeah.
only because we share an Amazon account.
Yeah. So I already knew. I know 100% of your purchases, whether I want to or not.
I tell you what, they have calmed down because during COVID,
Yeah.
good God.
No, it picked up this week though. You've been purchasing some things.
No. I only did. Well, I needed laundry stuff. I'm not about to walk to Target.
Why not? I miss Target. I
don't miss
miss.
Target. Let me tell you something.
You
Target
spend
is
a
a trap.
minimum $125.
$125. You know what though? It's what I'm about to say is an old person thing, but it's real.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what Target also got? Some
What?
fine ass women that shop there.
Oh my God. Well, because it's the high end.
Yes.
You know.
And everybody go to Target. I go in there sometimes in the middle of a Saturday just to browse.
Nobody's coming in there in a bonnet. It's not Walmart.
No, that's not true. You still see that. But
You still see that.
You still see that. But I'm just saying, you can. One time in Target, I don't think this was creepy. I don't think it's creepy, but I can't.
Then it was. Then it definitely was.
There was this woman, and I don't know if she was Latino or Italian with this a really deep tan or mixed. I don't know what she was, but she was wearing, pink is my favorite color. So she was wearing like this hot pink kind of like sundressy thing. And her skin tone matched with that color. Like
it looked
perfectly.
Top tier.
Like
yeah.
Perfectly. And I went up to her and I said, "Excuse me, I'm not hitting on you. I'm not hitting on you. I just want to say this one thing."
I love that you open with that.
I said, the outfit, the tan, everything slamming. You look great today. And I walked off.
Yeah.
I didn't turn around, do no double take, or nothing like that. She said, as I was walking off, she said, "Thank you." And I kept on walking.
Yeah.
That's all I did. But I had to give her a compliment because I was like,
that's perfectly fine.
Well, I figured I learned that if I open up with, "Hey, I'm not hitting on you."
Right. Then you can immediately kind of relax, like, "Hey, I'm not going to stab you." Oh, okay. I can immediately relax.
But that's something that somebody who's going to stab you would say.
It is, isn't it?
Yes,
so follow that through line.
But I didn't hit on her. I walked away. Now, did I wish that she called out and be like, "Wait, what's your name? Let's go have drinks." Yes, I played all that in my head. I don't know why I'd be playing romantic comedies in my head when I'm in Target all the time.
Everybody does.
But specifically at Target.
You have to see yourself as the main character in your own life, though. Like, I will put on music and that will be my soundtrack to wherever I'm walking to. Don't let me get on like a train or something. Like I'm on the metro going downtown or something. It's a whole movie and I'm the main character.
Is that signs of narcissism? I mean, because I do the same thing. I'm not judging you. I do the same thing.
No, I think everybody does that, don't they? I think
know.
everybody has like a little secret inner life where they're the main character.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen out there, send an email to unsolicitedperspectives@gmail.com. I actually should change that because we actually have a website now. So it could actually be like such and such unsolicitedperspectives.com. But I don't feel like doing all that. Look, y'all get enough with the website. I'm tired.
Fancy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you know what?
It's fine. You know what? It is, but that's the name. That's us, baby.
That's us. I'm a
we'll do
one man
most of the way through.
Yeah, I'm a one man production team, and I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired. I don't want to do it. I did the website. I write blogs every now and then and post them on the website. That's what y'all get. Y'all get the videos, audio podcasts. I do the little clips for y'all. And give y'all a blog, and it's all on the website. I'm not about to change the email address. I'm not about to do it. Unsolicitedperspectives@gmail.com is just fine. It rolls off your lips.
But I would like to know, because then that means we're weird. If everybody writes in, they're like, "Nope, I just live a normal life."
Nope.
And I don't talk to myself.
I don't believe in the word weird. Not weird.
Nah,
unique.
That's weird.
No, unique.
Okay, Beyonce, listen.
Why am I Beyonce? Wait, I don't get that reference.
Alien superstar, unique. That's what you
Oh,
are. Don't act like you don't
I, do,
know.
I love that song, but I
Yes.
didn't pick up on that. I
Yeah.
do love the song. I love that song.
I'm fine calling myself weird. I don't call other people weird, but I'm fine calling myself weird.
I call
Am I
myself
the only one that talks to myself? I don't feel like that's. Is that
Wait a
real?
minute. That talking to yourself is different than what you're describing.
Well, both then. Shit.
Look, let me tell you something. I specifically will have headphones on when I'm out walking,
Mhm.
and there won't be any music playing.
Yeah.
But I need something so people think I'm on the phone or something like that, because
Yeah.
I'm really just talking to myself.
I'm really
I'm
just
having
talking to myself.
full-fledged
Yeah.
debates and conversations with myself. I find that I actually am my greatest debater.
Yeah. Oh, nobody can take me against me. Point after point. Huh?
Right.
Counterpoint. Got it all. Like, don't let somebody have said something slick earlier in the day and I didn't have a comeback.
Oh, I hate when
I didn't have a comeback ready at the moment. Like I didn't have like a clap back ready. Nothing was in the chamber.
Where you don't even think about it, and it just comes to you later. It's like, I should have said this.
Yes, I will replay that whole argument by myself. That whole argument, and let me tell you, my clapbacks top tier.
Look, I have an argument every night in the shower before I go to bed. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about my nighttime showers before I go to bed. It's maybe just I done had enough with the day, but it's an argument.
That's exactly what it is. Because it does happen at night. It's a
happens at night.
nighttime thing. It's like, nope, I still got a bunch of pent up anger and I need to get it out so I can have a good night's sleep. And that means I got to argue. And there ain't nobody around.
Ain't nobody. Look, let me tell you something. All y'all people out there in the world who do dumb stuff around me that agitates me and I don't respond to it.
Yeah.
Thank God that I be arguing with myself late at night in the shower, and that subsides all my anger till the next day, because one day I'm gonna pop. Because let me tell you something, I have real anger
issues. For y'all. This is for y'all. Like if I said out loud the stuff I say in private, and already my mouth is not great. Like it's already pretty reckless. So it gets worse.
Yeah, because I'm your brother and I know you love me, but you be saying some stuff sometimes. I'm like, Jay, I don't think that was the right way to say. You know who that is though? You know who that is though? You know who you get that from?
Who?
Dad.
We get it honestly. Yeah.
Wait, don't say we. I don't have that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You have a terrible temper.
I've held it in check for years. I haven't had an episode.
And then you let it go in the shower.
That's right.
And nothing gets resolved.
It's better in the shower than beating somebody up on the metro.
That's true.
You know, so it's better. That's the thing. Dad always says that about me. He's like, you got a temper. I was like, Dad, my boys say that too. I was like, yo, I haven't lost my temper.
When enough people say it.
Oh, back in the day, absolutely. I had a temper, but I don't anymore. And so, but what pisses me off is like, no, I don't have a temper anymore. I don't really get mad like that. Oh, look at you. You're getting mad right now. Well, yeah, now that you're saying something.
God damn it. When people do that to me. Jonah, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Why your face look like that? This is my normal face. You upset? No, I'm not upset. Oh, don't talk to her. She mad. Okay, now I'm mad. I'm slowly.
Don't tell me what I am. Don't tell me what I am when I'm not.
Don't tell me what I am when I'm not.
Because I can turn to that real quick.
Right. I go 0 to 100 in no time flat. Don't do it.
Look, we come by honestly. Our nickname for our father is 10 seconds to blow up.
Yeah, I'm definitely that. I would say that I did inherit that. I'm definitely that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like the older I get, the shorter my fuse gets, because I used to not have a bad temper. I used to let stuff roll off, but now it's like, boy, let that cashier be moving just a little too slowly. or somebody having a whole conversation and you like next in line and you're just like, hey, keep the line moving. Like, just let let my food take a little too long to come out at the restaurant. Did somebody go on break? I'm so hungry up in here. Like, don't.
So you saying, well, that's typically how that goes. The older you get, the less patience that you have.
Yeah.
I am going the other way. The older I get, the more patience I have because I'm arguing with myself in the shower at night. All right, sis, you brought something to my attention, and I'd seen it, and I'd seen it, then I forgot about it, and then you brought it to my attention again.
Yeah, so this happened. I don't know when it actually
over
happened.
Over the weekend.
Well, that's when she posted the video about it. I don't know when it actually happened.
I thought the video was
her posting in real time. I don't know.
Her posting in real time.
Maybe,
okay.
Probably. Well,
let's explain to everybody out there what's going on.
Yeah, so a video went viral on social media. A woman documenting her experience after she claimed a man hit her in the face with a brick, y'all, after she declined to give him her phone number. This is coming from Newsweek. Her name is Rho. I want to say the last name is Bashe, but she goes by Rho. She is a queer feminist. She is a content creator, I believe. A lot of her social media is like shut down right now just because of all the hoopla over this video. But I do think she is a content creator. But basically, she was out on the street. Somebody asked her for her number. She said no. He grabbed a rock and hit her in the face with it in front of a crowd of men.
She said a brick.
A brick, a rock. Well, because the video where she's in the hospital, she says this man grabbed a rock and hit me in my face because I wouldn't give him my number.
Oh, in a real-time video, she said a brick.
Yeah. She said, y'all, this man just hit me in the face with a brick, and all these black men just watched. So, people, of course, scoured the internet to find any reason why she deserved to get hit in the face with a brick.
That was an interesting initial response by some of the people in the public.
Yeah.
What did you do?
And the thing of it is, it's not like she was slapped or punched or something like that. This is a very specific kind of attack. You hit me with a brick. So
a brick or a rock.
Or
but
rock. A hard, blunt object.
Yes.
And I don't know that there's really too many of anybody that can do much to deserve to get hit in the face with a brick. Certainly not some skits on TikTok that were clearly consensual skits where she slaps a man in the face and then twerks. I mean, it was clear it was a skit that was not like film of the actual incident. Far as I know, I don't think she put her hands on this man. I think he grabbed that rock or that brick pretty early on. But the initial reaction was twofold. It was one, a cohort of men and their pick-me's looking for reasons of why she deserved this or why she didn't deserve protection from the men who were standing around. And then the other reaction was the men that were standing around that didn't do anything, similar men didn't have that same energy for the Alabama boat brawl. That's hard to say.
The Alabama brawl for all. That's what I call it.
Yeah. That a lot of the response was, well, what were we supposed to do? We could have got her. Yeah. So yeah. Like, first of all, intervention does not necessarily equate to violence. A couple people have said this, and it's true. A simple, hey, yo, bruh. Hey, my man, chill out. could have stopped this entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's entirely possible that it could. Side note, everybody. Bruce looks like he's about to fall asleep.
I'm not about to fall asleep. I'm taking everything. No, come on. We being serious right now. I'm taking everything in.
I'm sorry, but I can't even focus.
Come on, we being for real. I'm trying to
Yeah.
have a solemn, for real look upon my face. Hold on.
So I've been mulling over this for the last week of like, how do I feel about this? What do I want to say about this? And maybe I have a pessimistic view of things. That's fair if y'all think I'm disillusioned, but okay. But I don't think we should be seeking protection from the people who hurt us. That's number one. And I think that men need to start acknowledging their fear of other men and the violence that other men can wreak upon people. Like, you tell us not to go anywhere. What were you wearing? What were you doing? You shouldn't be here at night. You shouldn't be there. And then you got these men that call themselves providers and protectors. Who are you protecting us from? Who are you saying, why can't I walk somewhere alone at night? Who is the danger? And so to think that I would get protection from the danger, from the person that is the danger, because I don't know who's who. I don't know who's who. It's like that the rattlesnake analogy, Muhammad Ali's rattlesnake analogy. If I see 10,000 rattlesnakes coming for me and I got a door that I could shut, but there's 1,000 of those rattlesnakes that are good. They don't want to hurt me. Should I let them in and hope that 1,000 gang up on the rest of them and protect me, or should I just shut the door? Because you don't know who's who.
Yeah, you don't know what the threat is.
You don't know where the threat is coming from. Yeah. So I don't think, and I think that all of the advice that we get from our fathers and our brothers and our uncles and friends and cousins and things like that on how we should keep ourselves safe as women, I think we need to just start acknowledging that there is a real fear of men, and it's a valid one, and everyone feels it, not just women. Everyone feels it, because not a single one of those men, was maybe half a dozen men standing there, and not a single one of them even wrote down the license plate of this man after he hit her, got in his car, and drove away.
Okay. I heard everything that you have to say.
Yeah.
And I need you to, I listen to you.
Yo,
I need
Lord.
you to, I need you to hear me.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. I know what this means.
You don't know what this means. I think there are several topics of conversation to have about this incident. The conversations of violence against women. We know that's a real thing. We know that's a real thing, right? We've seen it repeatedly throughout history. All you got to do is open up a newspaper and look at your local crime reports, and there are attacks of women by men. So we know this, right? There's also that Good Samaritan thing. What is your responsibility as a human being to help out other human beings?
Right.
There's a valid question there. I never thought about the fear of men versus men. I would not have been scared in that situation. But I have this extreme protector mentality complex that I have, where I would have intervened. But you don't also know who this dude was. If he's so bold to pick up a rock or brick to throw it at a woman, he might be known and might be that dude in the streets, right? Like, he could be Nino Brown. He could be Avon Barksdale. So you could step to him and really lose your life. So there is that type of fear. All of those are very credible conversations. Another credible conversation that needs to be had is social media. This is what I mean by this. I had a friend of mine send me a video, and there was this woman talking about being vegan and that she's vegan and that to make sure that when you eat eggs from chickens that's only been fed organic, which is vegan, and that's to make sure that the eggs that you're eating is vegan, right? It's going on and on about this nonsense. And in that video, it's three men that are sitting there like, what the hell is she talking about? She's dumb as a brick. And my friend that sent it to me, I was like, you know, this is satire, right? No, this is real. She really believes that. She's dumb as hell. I was like, no, I don't think this is real. I believe this is satire.
Mhm.
So she looked up the person, sent me their TikTok. Immediately when I click on their TikTok, front and in bold, it says satire page. And I said to my friend, yeah, this is what I thought it was satire. And my friend said, probably. And I was like, what you mean probably? It says it right there.
It says it.
So
Yeah.
many people send me stuff on social media. It happened earlier today. A friend of mine said, hey, did you hear about that woman in Old Town Alexandria that was snatched in the alleyway? She was walking down the street. A guy put her in a headlock in the alleyway, drove in the alleyway. This car happened to be passing by and broke it up. I was like, no, I didn't hear about that. And she was like, yeah, and they haven't even caught the person either. There's been no charges against the person. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. I was like, where'd you get your information from? Oh, it was on Nextdoor. I was like, nope.
No.
Nope. So I did a Google search and I was like, I don't see any information about this whatsoever. I was like, oh, there is a murder. I saw a murder that happened in Old Town.
There was a murder.
But the murder was not funny because somebody died, but the murder was somebody was getting stuck up. They had minor injuries, but they died at the hospital. So that person's being charged for murder. And I was just like, all he was probably trying to do was stick him up with a knife. And this old man later on has a heart attack in the hospital. Now I got a murder charge on me.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this happened this weekend. I see this. I'm not seeing any story from Europe, but it was on Nextdoor. Here, I'll show you. I was like, yeah, I know. I believe that it was on Nextdoor.
Yeah.
I believe that you saw it.
Yeah.
I don't believe that it's real. So, social media. I say all that to say this. I know that you said there's some misinformation out there, and I think there's a lot of misinformation about this particular situation. I don't know if I necessarily believe the video. And this is the reason why. She's showing the video in real time, and she says brick. So let's take brick into consideration. When was the last time you were walking down the street on the sidewalk and you fell? You wear some shorts or a short sleeve shirt or anything like that, and you fell on the sidewalk. What happens to you?
You scrape your knee.
You scrape your knee. Guess what there is?
Blood.
This woman had a brick or rock thrown at her. She's got there is no doubt about it that her face has become disfigured from whatever has happened. There is no blood. There's no scarring. There's no scratches. There's no nothing. Now, I am not a forensic doctor. All I'm saying is something should be there. Also, there was really nobody. There was two people in the background, and supposedly this happened around all these people, and there's no police report, like at all. And even if she didn't press charges, people have reported it to different precincts in Houston, and there's no investigation. They have to investigate when there's assault, whether you want to press charges or not. That's a deadly assault. They have to. I'm not saying that I don't completely believe her, but I'm not taking it as this is 100% actually happened. But the bigger conversation is not that if it actually happened or not, because things like this does happen. A woman was hit by a brick by a man in San Diego last year. This does happen. That's not the question. The question or the discussion is the initial reaction to one, ask, what did she do? Doesn't matter what the hell she did. She didn't deserve that.
Right.
And two, men automatically trying to find an excuse out of the situation.
Not just men.
Not just men, women as well, but I'm talking specifically to men, right? Men trying to find an excuse out of the situation. But it's not just, we'll see this in every different group that feels like they're being attacked given a particular situation. Instead of looking at it for face value and saying, this is jacked up. The situation, whether real or not, the situation is jacked up. A
Right.
woman that should not be hit by a blunt object unless she trying to kill your mother, she got a weapon, she got kids, or she Ronda Rousey.
Oh, there are scenarios
I just get
where even I would pick up a brick and hit
yes,
somebody directly in the face.
but not
Turning down my advances is not one of those
turn.
things.
If Shorty in the Target they had the pink dress on out there, ma'am, if you listen to the show at all, please slide your number in somewhere. We might not be fine no more because it was a long time ago, but you know what I mean. Anyway, if I had said, let me get your number or something like that, and she was
Despicable.
like, no, I'm not gonna grab the toothpaste because we was in the
Right.
toothpaste aisle and
Right.
smack her upside the head,
Right.
just because I feel rejected.
Right.
So I think those are the bigger questions for me, is the
Yeah.
fact that trying to find an excuse out of it and the influence of social media and people not doing their due diligence to find out if something is true or not. I'm not saying that this is not true. I'm not saying it is true, but there are too many instances that people are sending me something and I'm like, this isn't real, right? Yeah, it is. And it's a quick Google search and it's like, no, this is not real. Stop
Yeah.
taking these things for face value.
Yeah.
She could have not been hit by a man with a brick. She could have been hit in the head with a brick. She could have been hit in the head with a brick by a woman because she got into an altercation. We don't
We
know
don't
the
know.
story. We just know what she said.
Right, but to your point, it's irrelevant
It's
because
irrelevant. It's
it's a
irrelevant in the context that she explained it.
it's irrelevant in the context of which the in the response. The response
Yes.
is what makes this situation relevant and worth talking about because I have my own stories. I don't know
Mhm.
a woman who doesn't
Right.
have their own stories of being accosted or harassed or whatever. I've had my car blocked in by a tractor
Mhm.
trailer. I've been followed. I've been chased. Like, I don't know that anybody has, because I've turned down advances
And ladies and
from
gentlemen, let me
people.
tell you that a lot of this is information I'm hearing for the first time because my sister will not tell me certain situations like this.
Because it happens. I wouldn't, I'm not, it's not frequent. Like, it's not like every time I leave the house, but it's such a normal occurrence for women to
Mm.
deal with the kind of harassment that most of the time you just move on about your day. Yeah, you're shook up or you're this or whatever, this, that, and the third, but you typically just move on with your day. But now we've got social media and people are talking. People are
Mhm.
posting videos. People are outing these people in real time as it happens. So whether or not this actually happened, it's not really relevant.
Yeah,
What's
that's what I was saying. It
relevant,
wasn't
yeah,
is the response to what this person explained what happened to them.
it's
And that's what bothered me as
yeah.
I did because you sent me the information. So I did quick little research
Mhm.
and I'm looking at why am I seeing more information against what she's saying than what she's saying. I was like, okay, that's what she's saying. Let me look at some of what the people are saying against her. I was like, all right, this is incredible because this isn't backed up by facts at all. Okay, are there newspaper articles? There are, but they're only going off of her video. There's no. Has anybody talked to the police? All right, a few people have talked to the police, but there's no current investigation. Like it took a little bit of work. It took me about a
Mhm.
half an hour to do a deep dive, but too many people out here, their initial reaction was to immediately discredit her,
Yes.
and that's disheartening.
Yeah. It's disheartening, but I'm telling you, I was not surprised.
Oh, I wasn't surprised
I
either.
wasn't surprised at all at the
Yeah.
response. Oh,
People sometimes
what
can
you
be the
want us to
worst.
do? Y'all the same ones talking about what you bring to the table is that you are two things, provider and protector. You do neither one. Neither one.
Well, not
Writ
everyone. Some
large.
some 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 people
And
out there are
again, I'm not
providers.
saying all men, but
Right.
of course I have
Some
to
right.
put that caveat in there
Yeah,
because
you have to because
people,
this is
you
this.
don't have to. It's the
No,
same
you
thing
do.
with me saying Black Lives Matter. It's not saying I'm not saying other lives don't matter.
No,
It's
you
the
got to put
same
this.
thing. No,
You,
because
yeah, you
y'all
do.
be
You know what?
sounding real. Y'all be sounding like y'all be in that white supremacist playbook.
Well, you know what? People are dumb. This is the older I've gotten. The older I've gotten. I'm sorry, people. Y'all are dumb. The large portion of y'all out there are dumb as hell. And I don't know if I won't even call it ignorant anymore. It's dumb. Because I'm telling you, Jay, like the social media thing really, really bugs me.
Mhm.
There are so many people that will send me something. And maybe I'm not trying to say I'm some brainiac person
Right.
that could figure out stuff. Maybe it's the historian in me, maybe it's the journalist in me, but it's just like I take everything with a grain of salt. I'm
I
like, okay,
mean,
where's the
our
proof?
whole collegiate career was as researchers. Like we're
Yeah,
going to research
that's
some
it.
stuff. I'm
We
gonna
look
look it up. I'm gonna
right,
check the facts. I'm gonna verify with receipts.
right.
Um,
That's and also that's our household that we grew up in.
yeah,
Because our parents would be like, prove your argument.
right.
So
You
there's
you
that.
ask you ask our mother what a word means, and the response is always look it up.
Look
So
it
it's
up. Like
look it up. We'll be like,
thank
I
you, mom
can't
and dad.
even spell it. Nah, how am I supposed to look
Right?
it up? Sound it out.
Sound it out.
Sound it out.
That's
I
mom and
mean,
dad. That's
yeah,
mom and dad. So yeah, people are just dumb. So yes, you have to give it that caveat of saying, I'm not talking about all. You have to
yeah.
say that because people are so quick to people are so
Well, let me be clear. I'm not talking about men because a man would have said something. I'm not talking about men. I'm
yeah.
talking about whoever the hell those people were that were there standing around and not doing anything. I'm talking to whoever those people are who get on social media and
Mhm.
try to discredit this woman, whether you believe her story or not. If it didn't have, if you don't believe her, okay, that's a conversation. But to say that writ large, black women just don't deserve protection. Oh, y'all want to be equal so bad. Why does equality in your mind mean that you can punch me in the face? Why is that equality to you? Why is equity and violence even brought up? Why is violence even part of this conversation? We're talking about pay equity. We're
Okay.
talking about we're
So
not talking about we want to be out here fist fighting people and y'all can like what are you even talking about?
that's a dumb argument. Oh, y'all want to be equal? Come on and knuckle up. That's a dumb argument.
But it's an argument that is made constantly.
It's an argument that's made constantly, but it's made too general. It needs to be a little bit more specific. What men are talking, what men should be talking about is equity. Dating is a prime example. And I've talked about this till I'm blue in the face.
Mhm.
I'm an old school type of guy, and new guys are like, what does old school have to do about it? Old school men paid for things
Yeah.
the majority of the time. I'm not that old school. I'm going to pay for things the majority of the time. First date, I'm paying. Second date, I'm probably paying. After that, it's whoever invited the other person out. And if
Yeah.
you invited me out and that bill comes and you not even pump faking, you just expecting me to pick it up, and this is like the third or fourth date, I'm probably not going to continue on to date you because I know that this is something that you expect. And I
Because
want
you have a
equity.
specific set of values. You have a value
Right,
system and that person doesn't fit in your value system. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It's the
right.
people who try to date people that do not have the same value system, and then they're looking for equity, but y'all have a completely different idea of what equity and equality means.
Exactly. And they just like, but they fine though. Fine ain't everything, and fine slips away.
But it's less about the conversation that men specifically should be having, and it's less about equality and whether or not you can just punch a woman in the face if she wants to be equal to you or whatever the hell kind of logic y'all are coming up with.
If
The
Amanda Nunez comes after me, I'm punching her in the face. Amanda Nunez is like UFC super champion in every weight class and got hands. If she come at me, I'm punching her in the
your legs
face.
don't work.
She might could catch me. She in better shape than I am. She's the UFC woman's super champion.
You bet you used to play basketball. You can break them
Used
ankles.
to. That was over 20 years ago. My knees.
Figure it out.
I'm sitting here walking like Kenny Smith now. My knees bumping together. I got tendonitis in one knee, arthritis in the other knee. I can't run from nobody. Mess around and run a block and pop a Achilles.
But I think the real conversation should be about violence, male violence, and violence towards women, violence towards each other too, because y'all are scared. Y'all are scared of each other. Y'all are scared of each. Men are afraid of other men because those.
I mean, some.
If that situation truly,
well, you don't
happened,
know who he was. He could have been Ray Ray.
Okay, but what does that? But what does that mean? That you
means
are
that he will kill you. Yes.
And you are what?
Because you want to live. Because you want to live.
And you are what? Afraid of that man.
Well, like that man's her. Actions.
Okay. Just like her. But not just about violence among men and violence towards women, but the harboring of violent men by other men. The protecting of those men by other men. Because some of these dudes are your friends.
I don't have no friends like that.
What? I'm not you specifically.
Yeah,
Bruce.
I wouldn't.
But
I don't rock with dudes like that.
But there are dudes out there that know, oh yeah, my homie, he hit his girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are some guys out there, and you know, your brother is foul, your cousin is foul, your uncle is foul, you know your father is foul. You know your friend, that's your homie, that's your man. And you know he's foul when it comes to women. And what do? Nothing. That makes you just as bad as him.
Yep, it does. Yep.
And you know what it reminds me of?
It's not enough for you not to be not violent.
Yes.
You have to be anti-violent. When we say it's not enough for you not to be racist, you have to be anti-racist. It's not enough for you not to be homophobic. You need to be anti-homophobic. You need to be anti these things, not just these things.
Right.
Otherwise, you are upholding what you say that you're not about.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, and trigger warning, that very terrible scene in Players Club. When they're at the party and they're dancing, he knew who his friend was, and that all it would take is for him to say, "She let you hit." That's enough. That was enough.
Well, he was doing a setup, though. He was doing a setup, though. He was doing that on purpose.
But he knew that man, man that he's at a party with, it's his party. It was a party for his. He was getting married.
I don't know if that's a good comparison, because if he's setting her up, then that means he's a part of that same thing. He's probably not too far away from what his friend is.
But it just,
you see what I'm saying?
But it's just about knowing that you have people in your life that you could easily trigger to do something like that.
Yeah.
And that you call this person my boy.
But we have people in our life that we know we could push their buttons and get them in the fights out in the street.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that to me. I mean, that's not.
Look, I want to clarify.
About me.
I want to clarify something. I naturally always look for, all right, is this true or not? I'm not saying that what she's saying is not true. All I'm saying is I have some questions that need to make a little bit more sense to me.
Other people have pointed out the blood thing, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've never been hit in the face with a rock or a brick, so I really couldn't tell you how my face would react to being smacked in the face with a brick. I don't know.
All I can equate it to is if you fall down on the ground, even if you just trip a little bit, not even slide, there's blood. Because brick is not exactly concrete, but hard like concrete, and rocks are kind of the same things. There's jagged edges and stuff. It's not like he hit her with a marble. Like if he hit her with a marble, maybe. Like it's no doubt about that her face was disfigured.
Yes.
But I'm tired of these videos that are showing not the actual, they're not showing the full story.
Right.
And my bigger issue is people taking social media. Who else? Somebody else did. It was okay. Here was another argument I had. This is literally all these arguments I had with people getting this information from the social media was this week. Another person there's a state delegate in Virginia. There's this woman running for state delegate in Virginia. And if y'all don't know what a delegate is like a House of Representative for the state. In everybody's state, you have a governor, you have a Congress that have delegates and senators, because you have state senators. Delegates are like the House of Representatives in federal government. So that's what it is. But anyway, so she's running for state delegate, and it comes out that this is the way my friend says it. She used to do porn. I said, okay, well, I don't really think that's a big deal, but it's like there's videos all over the internet. I was like, okay, all right. Where are you getting this information?
People speaking in hyperbole, of course.
Right.
The videos all over it's everywhere. You can't admit it's everywhere. Yeah, okay.
Well, there are videos on the internet. So I'm like, okay, where are you getting this information from? That's always my first question when somebody says to me, where are you getting this information from? So he sends me story. He shows me a story and he's like, here, read this. This is a story. And I said, okay. So I'm reading the story and I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is kind of true, but not true. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, she does have videos over the internet, but what actually happened was that her and her husband was on Chatabrite or something like that. It's like a online social video thing that's been out there for at least a decade, and it's not specifically for sex work. It's not like OnlyFans or something like that. It's not specifically for sex work. It's just video
OnlyFans is
chat.
also not specifically for sex work. But
You're right. I misspoke on that. But it's like video chatting, right?
Yeah,
like before, it's like people from all over the world like talk. They used to have a separate private page where they would live stream sex acts and get, tokens for it or get, tips for it or whatever thing. It was a private stream. But the application stores these videos in the archives, but they're still in archives from a private stream.
Yeah.
A Republican operative hacked the account and flooded the videos on the internet. That's how they got out there.
Yeah.
So his initial thing was they were doing live stuff on the internet, which is true, but the way he described it is it was being public and that they were doing it all in public and that they didn't care. No, these videos were done a while ago. They were stolen and they were put out on the internet.
Right.
I tell them all these things and say, you didn't have all the facts. Here are all the facts. Because the way you were presenting it is that she wanted these videos out here, and that's not the case. And he was like, but they're still out there. I was like, you didn't get anything that I just said.
Yeah.
You didn't get anything. What I was trying to teach him was get all of the facts first before you formulate any type of opinion about something. And then I gave him the facts and it still didn't matter. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't even know why I had these conversations with people sometimes because
you're just gonna frustrate yourself.
I don't even know why I do it, but it's social media. People take things, and I think you initially saw it on social media. You take things and then you run with it, and you're not getting all the facts. Even when you guys watch our little 60-second reels and clips and shorts for these shows, it's only giving you a snippet of what we're saying. We are long-winded and we have a lot of points that we are getting to. That little 60-second clip is not a true indication of everything that we're saying. It's a teaser for you to watch the entire episode to get to what we're saying.
Right.
Don't take that little clip as at the be-all, end-all of everything that we said. Because
I guarantee you I was taken out of context. Because you gotta listen. The way I say things, you gotta listen to the whole thing, because you could easily take a sound bite from me and I sound terrible. So you gotta take it in context. It's gotta be in context. Ultimately, the reason why I brought up this story was not to validate whether or not she was telling the truth. I honestly don't care about that. I I would love for this to not be true, that this did not
Right. I would
happen to
rather
her.
it be a lie than to be
Yeah,
true.
I would
Yeah.
rather that this had not happened to her. If it, but obviously my heart goes out to her. I hope that, you know, she's able to recover from this and to heal and to move on from it.
Well, she got about, what was it, $35,000 from the GoFundMe page.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
35,
I'm sure she got medical
3,500,
bills.
35,000. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
her goal was to raise 10,000. She got 35,000.
yeah.
I mean, you can't
I
hit me in
mean,
a brick for 35,000, but you
and
can throw a brick at me for
and then the fact
35,000.
that people again use that to discredit her. Excuse me, but nobody holds a gun to anybody's head and tells them to donate to a
Mm-hmm.
GoFundMe. This is something people do out of the kindness of their own heart, and they take your story, they hear it, whether it's true or not. They feel like this is something that I'm comfortable putting my money towards.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like it. Okay, so what? She got to GoFundMe. I wish I had. I wish I had a GoFundMe. I don't.
I'm about
I
to
got
say
some bills.
we about to start a GoFundMe to get some more equipment. You know
Yeah,
what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for
yeah,
Unsolicited Perspective, so we can get some more equipment, get some more mics, get some more cameras, get some more laptops to help produce this content a little bit faster and a little bit better. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm
yeah.
gonna start a GoFundMe.
Put a
Wait a minute.
GoFundMe out there.
Can I start a GoFundMe for me, or does somebody else have to start a GoFundMe for
No,
me?
you can start it for you.
All right. Well, somebody else start a GoFundMe for Unsolicited Perspectives, or buy some T-shirts. Jay, what's your last points on this? Because we got to get to another segment, and we already an hour into this episode.
Yeah, because this was it's a heady topic.
Yeah, well, we ain't talked for 2 weeks. Well, we've talked, but we ain't done
Yes,
an episode for 2 weeks, so they're
right.
getting their
Yeah,
money's worth. Y'all getting y'all money's worth. Y'all didn't put no money into this, but you're getting your money's worth.
Listen, your time is valuable.
Your time is very valuable, and thank you for listening.
You getting your time's worth.
Thank you for listening and watching.
Yeah, but like I was saying, whether or not this is a true story, it doesn't matter. It is a true story to a lot of women out there, myself included. So I just think that, you know, it's unfortunate. There's a lot of women out there also. We like to call them pick-me's, but really they're just bound up in patriarchy. One woman made a video and she started getting death threats where she said, when I have sons, I'm going to teach them there's a difference between diamonds and dirt. And it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just.
Stockholm Syndrome is a real thing.
Stockholm Syndrome is so real. So honestly, I'm more disgusted by that response than I am the response from men. I'm more disgusted by that response because I don't know that there's a woman alive who has not been harassed. Regardless of that, and this is a woman who's like, I got a father and brothers, and they tell me not to go here at night, not to go here, because they know what men are capable of.
Mm-hmm. You know, they say that the real reason why men want sons instead of daughters, because
Why?
when men have sons, they got one penis to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
When men have daughters, they have everybody's penis to worry about.
Right. And men know themselves and they know other men.
Yes. Yes.
And they know that the world is dangerous. So my point is, believe us when we say that it's dangerous as hell out here. Believe us when we say it's dangerous as hell out here. We are also scared. And so if my response to you coming up to me in Target is to grab the toothpaste to protect myself, you can't then get offended by that and take a brick and hit me in the face.
All right, sis. Talking about fear, let's make this a short segment. Did you hear about them aliens in Mexico?
Why do they keep trying to make us care about these aliens? Yes, I heard about the aliens.
They brought bodies out there and everything.
They brought the corpses out. They look fake as hell. They look paper mache.
Well, they were mummified.
No, this looks like I'm looking at it.
They're supposed to be 1,800 years old and mummified.
No. I need somebody to do some carbon dating. I'm not just going to take that.
They did. They did. That's how they found out it was. They did radiocarbon dating and found out that it was 1,800 years old. It's real. If it's aliens, we don't know.
No, it could just easily have been somebody with a birth defect.
It was two of them, though.
Yeah, I mean, so they're siblings. We don't know. And also, 1,800 years can do some things to a body. I can't be the only one out here like, y'all really trying to pivot and have us focus on these damn aliens.
Instead of them passing a continuing resolution.
When we are out here living in this capitalist hellscape, hanging on by a thread, y'all trying to make us care about some damn aliens.
I care about aliens. I care about aliens.
From a sci-fi, that's interesting perspective, but I can't get that deeply invested.
Guys, normally we would I have all types of notes on this. Normally we would go really deep on this, but we went really long in the last segment, and I don't really feel like going that deep on this anymore. But this is what I will say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised by this. If it's real or not, and as I said in the previous segment, I always go with a little skepticism on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I question
yes.
everything. I be questioning in the shower when I be fighting myself. I be questioning myself.
Yes.
I question everything. So is this true? Is this not true? I don't really think that matters.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that there are extraterrestrials out there. Because I do not believe that we're the only
big place.
I don't believe that we're the only thing in the universe. That is so conceited and self-centered to think that we are literally the center of the universe.
To be little specks in an infinite space and think that you're the only speck out there, that's dumb. Now, do I think they will come to Earth? No, I feel like it's a waste of time.
I think that they have.
And they never came back.
Well, think about it. If they've come, I got in an argument with somebody about this the other day. Like, I swear to God, these conversations I have with people, I really need to have a video crew follow me so y'all can see. It's the reason why I got lines on my forehead because I had the WTF look on my face every day. Yeah. So the person I was debating with, I was like, this is real cool. You know what I'm saying? Why would they come here? Well, they probably did come here, and if they came here, they're way more advanced than we are. But that doesn't mean that we couldn't take them out. I mean, they probably left because they realized just how violent we are, and maybe they're peaceful people. Well, if they're peaceful, then that means we could take them. No, because their technology is more advanced than ours, but maybe they don't have weapons. They would have self-defenses.
But listen, that's the point. Why is the immediate reaction violence? That's the whole reason why the last aliens here was 1,800 years ago. Because they came here and was like, oh, hell no. These people live for violence. We getting the hell up out of here. A couple of them got stuck. I don't know how advanced they are. They keep crashing. But whatever.
Hey, look, you act like you ain't never ran out of gas before.
True.
And you act like people don't get in car accidents all the time.
That's true. But it keeps happening on Earth for some reason.
I'm sure it's a lot of crashing here. I'm sure we don't know that they don't crash other places.
That's true.
We have one rover or maybe two of them on Mars, and they haven't even scoped all of Mars yet. Mars. We still haven't technically, we just landed on the other side of the moon. India just landed on the other side of the moon. We only had been landing on one point.
Why do we keep going to the moon? We know good and hell well. We look at it every day. Ain't nothing up there.
Because there's water on the moon now.
Ain't no water on the moon.
Yeah, it's water on the moon. It's ice on the moon. Yeah. Well, they believe it is. They believe it is.
Maybe it's just me. I just don't care about space. We already in it.
Look, I think space is cool, but more importantly, that reaction that you talk about human beings, you know what it takes me back to? On South Park. Remember when Cartman was confronted by the underwear gnomes?
No.
Okay.
I didn't really watch South Park. I've seen episodes, but I never really watched it.
So I watched them all until the pandemic happened, and then I kind of fell off, and I might get back on it, I might not. But there were some of the early episodes, and Cartman was like, underwear keeps getting taken by these little people that come at night and steal my underwear, and nobody believed them, right? No, it was somebody, one of the other people had, and then they all spent the night, and Cartman was like, I don't believe this. And then they saw it in the middle of the night. There was these little underwear gnomes that were coming out from like different parts of the house that was still in underwear, and they had little songs, and they were singing, and they were happy, and they was chilling. And Cartman, with his dumb self, had a stick and ran up and hit one of them with the stick.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was his initial response. They obviously were singing.
Yeah.
They were singing, right? So they understand language. So why not just stop and talk to him? No, his initial reaction was to hit. That would be our initial reaction if aliens came here, is to attack.
I mean, you had a whole conversation and every retort was some form. We could take them. Why do we have to take them?
And that's also the stupidity of it. They're so far advanced in technology, even if they're peaceful, they are traveling the universe. Right. I'm sure they come across other beings out there that are not peaceful, so they would have at least some defense system. You can't even figure out
the bus route to work. And you talking about you could take an alien that does interstellar travel. What are you talking about?
You come to visit Washington, D.C. and can't understand how the metro work, but you're going to take on an extra
lines. They're color-coded. It's not that damn hard.
All right, this was a good episode, Jay. What you want to say to people out there?
Oh my God. What do I want to say to people out there? Thanks for rocking with us. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a catchphrase.
I like that. Thanks for rocking with us.
Thanks for rocking with us. It's good.
Well, it's almost a year. I think the first episodes we did were in November.
Okay. Well, before a year is up, I'm gonna come up with a catchphrase.
That's a good question.
You know what? Let me not make that promise. No, I won't. Because I won't.
I like thanks for rocking with us.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, thanks for rocking with us.
Our first episode was November 8th. So
okay, I got some time. I have time.
Yeah. I like thanks for rocking with us.
Yeah. Well, because it's just both true and also it's true. Thank you.
It's true and true. All right, as always, I'm going to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to log on to our webpage at www.unsolicitedperspective, not perspectives.
Perspiring.
Perspiring. I'm doing that because I just stumbled over my words. Unsolicitedperspectives.com, where you can get all the audio and video versions of the podcast. You can read some of the blogs that we have, and as well the merch store and our Patreon page link. We will build out more stuff in the merch store, but for right now, it's 3 Funky Fresh t-shirts. Go ahead and go get those. But until next time, as always, I'll holla. Thank you for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives with Bruce Anthony. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and donate. Donations help us keep giving you this free content each and every week. Until next time, Audi 5000. Peace.